Welcome back inside the Paramount Fine Food Center, live in Mississauga, Ontario. This is the men's C division action here. We have the home team first, the Toronto Monsters, out of the GTBHL. They are sporting the black, green, and white colors. They've been playing together since 2010. So team chemistry definitely not a weakness for them. And on the visiting side, we have the Beverly Bullies out of Alberta, the BHE, Ball Hockey Edmonton. They are wearing the white, blue, and pink. The team was formed in 2020-21. And have worked their way up from 10th to 3rd in the country. So a pretty fun stat there. Starting in goal for the Bullies is number 81, Evan Fradette. And in goal for the Monsters is number 31, Philip Martins. As we get set to get underway here for another men's C division matchup live from the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. I'm Alain Kevin. I'll have the call for you in this game as we are 15 seconds into this contest. The Monsters with an early possession. The Bullies, though, will get the clear. Monsters, though, however, will keep hold of the ball and try to find a way back up the floor. Ball will be reversed behind their own goal. Slowly worked up along the boards. Now the ball finds its way into the neutral zone. Back in it goes. Now here come the Bullies. They have a chance to score here, but instead the ball will go just wide and recovered by the Monsters defender. Behind the Monsters net it goes. It'll be picked right back up. It stays along the boards, however. Now we've got a battle, and the Bullies will win that one. Centered across to the blue line, but it doesn't go, and now the Monsters will get possession and send that one deep into the Bullies zone. Big physical battle going on along the boards. Got to watch out that they don't get called for a hole, and it's getting physical as the ball stays there. Still no call. We'll have to wonder if something's got to give if this keeps up, but it won't. It'll be recovered by the Monsters in the Bullies' end. Played up now along the boards, and the Bullies have a rush going, but that'll be turned right back towards their end. And what would have been an icing call is negated as it's held on to by Martins. So I have a face-off to the left of Martins. Everyone a little jumpy there on that draw, so we're going to hold on to that one and see if we can get it underway now. And there we go. We finally have it going now. Bullies win that one, send it right down to the Monsters' end, but the Monsters will recover. Sent around the boards, up the boards, but it's denied. Played back in front, but that'll be picked up, and now the Monsters go the other way. Good back check, though, by the Bullies. It'll stay out. Now they get in. They're onside. Dropped back. And on an attempt to a high slot pass that gets denied, now they'll find their way back up. And we get an icing call here. Lots of whistles early on in this one. Both teams seem to still be feeling each other out as we're just 2.5 minutes into this one. Face off to the left of Fradette. Squared up and ready to go. Just waiting for everybody to stop twitching, and now the ball will drop and we'll get things back underway. Back into the corner it goes. The Bullies have possession, but there's a strong forecheck presence there by the Monsters attacker. Sent around the boards. Another battle ensues. There's some support there, and now the Bullies will regain possession, but it's still into the corner. And will be sent right back behind the Bullies' goal. Now it's picked up. Bullies don't have numbers, but it's a 2-on-2 going the other way. High forechecker. There's a shot tipped in front of the goal. It's scrambling in front, loose. And there's a delayed penalty on the play. It'll be the first call. And we have a tripping penalty. And it'll go against the Toronto Monsters, so the Beverly Bullies will get the first man advantage of this ball hockey game. 4 minutes into this one, 2-minute minor. And it'll be served by number 91, Justin Zarafa. So it'll be 2 or less. Face-off won there by the Monsters and cleared out right away. Clock hasn't started yet. Got to start the clock. Everyone's screaming for it. And they got it. Ball will be sent down by the Bullies. Very big physical battle going down to the corner. Kind of a hold there from the Monsters player, but no call being made. Ball will stay in, looking for a one-timer. Shooting, and that hits off a body in front. Bullies in full control here of this power play so far. Ball goes across for the one-timer. No shot. Now it's taken, blocked again. Another shot. Stopped by Martins, and no goal just yet. 1:21 left in the power play, and a solid power play so far for the Beverly Bullies. And what a job there by Martins to stand tall in his head, not waver, not move too much across the crease, staying square to the ball and keeping this game tied at 0-0. And they're still trying to get time off the clock here, but they won't get it. And play gets underway. Bullies in full control of the ball once again, trying to set their power play up. Grant has it. Over to his man across, back to Grant. Takes a shot, tipped in front, but it's swallowed up by Martins. And another dangerous chance there for the Beverly Bullies as they almost squeak one past Martins, but not yet. Seems like both teams are settling into this game now. The Bullies taking advantage of the fact that they got the first power play of the game and they have a chance here to set the tone. Now the officials are still having a discussion with the timekeeper to see if there is indeed time that needs to be taken off the clock. I heard the number 8 get thrown around. They will wash some time off the clock. Seems like they indeed will get 8 seconds taken off the clock. So now we're down to a minute power play. So the Monsters will remain on the penalty kill for the next minute. Bullies win the draw. It goes back to Grant, who had a good scoring opportunity. He's the reason why there was a whistle. His shot was stopped by Martins. There's a chance to center it across. It doesn't go. Bullies, though, still in control. Fanned on the pass, and now the Monsters recover, but the Bullies are still on the hunt. Monsters now have the ball up the floor. They don't get it out. It's still in, and one of the Monsters gets taken down. Here comes Grant on a sliding opportunity. There's a foot race for it. Got to watch the body. They do. Nice diving play there, though, by the Monsters penalty killer. That was Stellato, who managed to get that one out. 20 seconds left on the man advantage for the Beverly Bullies. And that should about do it. The Monsters will clear it once again, and now the Bullies will go 0 for 1 on the power play. Monsters about to come back on to even strength here, and time does expire. We are back to 5-on-5 ball hockey. There is a big collision there along the boards, but nothing more comes out of it. Another big battle there along the boards. It's won by the Bullies. Centered in front, big save. Martins was diving, gets the stick paddle across. Now back to the point. Grant has it. He's got a man with him. Pass it across. There's a shot. That's blocked. That was blocked by Steele. A big block there, as that shot seemed like it had potential to do some damage. 9:27 left in the first period. There's a shot. Again, Martins has no clue where that one went. Luckily for him, it went behind the net, but the Bullies, though, still have control. Back down low it goes. Lots of stick work going on behind the net, but good ball control, rather on the side of the boards, but good ball control for the Bullies, and now the Monsters recover. They've had a tough time finding their way out of the zone so far. It's been all Bullies since the Monsters took the first penalty of the game. They are onside now. Here they come, their first chance since taking the penalty. Ball will be worked down low, but taken right back, though, by the Bullies. Now they got to get it out, though. They do. Here's a foot race. They're onside. Here's a break. Deking, and what a save by Martins as he, just to say, keeps that paddle down. Another dangerous chance for the Bullies. There's a foot race on the boards. Sent into the boards. No call, though. Monsters now. On-man rush. 1-on-2. It's now a 1-on-1. Is in. Shooting. Stopped. And that'll be the first chance they get in a long time, but that one will be smothered by Fredette, who keeps this a 0-0 game. And the pace is quickly picking up now. You gotta wonder if the Monsters, now that they got a chance to do some damage on the offense, if they'll actually get going, because the Monsters spent a lot of time in their own end for the last 3 minutes, so this would be a good time for them to start getting some zone time. They can do that by winning the draw, and they do. Back to the point. Spin pass. Shooting, scores! And just like that, the Monsters get on the board and draw first blood. Credit that goal to number 17, Andrew Cece on the back door, buries it past Fredette, and it's 1-0 Monsters, and you got to think this is a tough blow for the Bullies. It was all Beverly Bullies for the majority of this first period, and all the Monsters needed was one rush, one whistle, and then a face-off to strike first, and it's 1-0 for the Toronto Monsters over the Beverly Bullies. Now, the question is, can the Bullies answer right back? And so far, it seems like they do have the capability to answer back. And now, Bullies wanting a call there. Ball's not really moving along the boards. And they're going to blow that one dead, and we're going to have a face-off to the right of Martins. Bullies not wasting any time, going right back onto the attack after allowing that goal by the Monsters, which is something you like to see. You think they probably wish they would have had something there on that power play opportunity, but you can't really dwell on that, and you got to keep moving forward, as there's still lots of game left to be played here in rink number 4 at the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario. There's a shot, and it's blocked. And now it's a 1-on-2 going the other way come the Monsters. Now it's a 2-on-2 as an extra man joins in, but it's turned over now in the neutral zone. Grant's got it. Nice pass up to his partner. Maybe a centering opportunity here. Looked for it, but won't get it. And the ball will get caught up near the bench on a line change, but it doesn't hit anyone, so play carries on. They stay onside. Here come the Monsters again, trying to add to their 1-goal lead. Ball will be played back up into the neutral zone. Bullies are in, but outnumbered in the offensive zone. The Monsters will regain possession. And now they'll slow the pace down with 6:40 left to go in the first period of this men's C Division National Ball Hockey Championship action. Nice stretch pass to stay onside. There's a shot, but it can't quite pull the trigger there. Now the Bullies will recover the ball and see if they can get something going back up the other way. Nice solid breakout pass, but they're not out just yet. Running into trouble. Big battle up along the boards. A little bit of a tie-up. And the Bullies come out with it, and it's tipped. But it will be tipped on goal, therefore the icing will be negated. Monsters trying to make quick work up the boards. They had a man there, but couldn't quite get that pass off. So Steele will chase after his man. Back up in the neutral zone, it's shipped by. They have a man, it's a 2-on-1. Good defensive play there. They keep it in though. Here comes the shot from a distance. Oh, and it almost made the contact there on Martins, but nothing yet. But you could tell that the Bullies have something brewing here, and now it's just a matter of if and when they will capitalize. Picked up at the blue line. It's stopped up though. Delayed offside. Got to get out. They do. Now they're going to just look to probably fire it in. And they will. Get the forecheck back going. Goalie goes out to play it. And the Monsters will clear it a little too hard and we'll get an icing call. Look at number 12 for the Monsters, Ronnie Avendin. Man, oh man, is that guy probably tough to move in front of the net. Watching him a few times and getting into some battles. See him repping the gold chain too as well down low. Let me tell you something, if I'm playing for the Monsters, I'm glad he's on my team. Ronnie's a big man. Face off one there by the Monsters. It'll be flipped up to the neutral zone. There's a foot race for it. Offside, so the Monsters have to clear. They do. Now the Bullies have it. And they'll send it right back down. No ice. The play will continue. There's Evan with it. Sent back into held. And there's a shot. Quick spin and fire there from the Bullies, but nothing going as Martins steered that one aside. A little bit of a battle down low now. It'll be played up, and the Monsters have a one-on-one situations. Waiting for more help on the way. They get the help. There's a shot. Nice save by Fredette, and now the Bullies have a chance to go the other way. But there's a good back check there from King, who wears the number 65 for the Monsters. Now they have a good cycle game going for the Bullies. Centered in front, a little bit of contact. Everything stays clean. Monsters want a high stick. They won't get it as they play it. Now there's a fake cutting across. Can they get a shot off? They do. It's tipped in front. A lot of bodies in. We got a delayed penalty on the play. And it will go against the Bullies this time. Goalie to the bench. Extra attacker is on. And it's a 6-on-5 until the Bullies touch up or the Monsters put the ball in the back of the net. Trying to start things and set it up from the point. Not much you can do from there. Here comes a shot, looking for a tip. They won't get it. There's a chance. It's in front, loose. Down is Fredette, and it's touched, and we will get a whistle, and the penalty will be called. It'll be 2 for interference against the Beverly Bullies. It's Alex Fahey getting the gate here for 2 or less for interference, and the Bullies will have to kill off their first penalty of the game. They had a successful power play in terms of they had a lot of scoring opportunities. Oh, and they're going to take another one here. Right off the jaw of a cross check. And now it's going to be a 5-on-3 man advantage for the Monsters on an obvious cross check. So McDonald's going to go to the box here. Sorry, Brady Nicholas. That's what I get for trying to read the name from a distance. From this high up instead. Use the cheat sheet. Use the cheat sheet. Lesson learned. Alrighty. That is a double minor for cross-checking. So this will be a lengthy 5-on-3 for the Toronto Monsters. They're starting to work it up now. Cece's got it. Takes a shot. Looks for a tip. He had it from Steele in front, but it'll be steered aside by Fradette. Looking for the one-timer. Cece's got an opening. Not a lot of coverage on him. They're playing the high box. There's a shot. And where did that one go? Right back to the shooter. And now they get another setup. Is it going to go from the point? There it is again. Tipped off, but on a nice block. Reset now on the box. Back down low. Over to Cece. Cece looks for Steele in front. Won't find him. Now there's a battle for it down low. Monsters kind of have a hold on the back of the shoulder there, but not enough for a call. So now the Monsters keep control of the play. There's another shot. And that'll be stopped by Fradette. Another big save, keeping this a 1-goal game. 58 left to go in the first penalty. Still a full 3 minutes and 1 second. Every second matters. 3 minutes and 1 second on the second penalty. Double minor to Nicholas for cross-checking. 2:25 left in the opening frame. 1-0 for the Toronto Monsters, who have poured it on here in terms of shots on this specific power play. But they weren't getting many at the beginning of the game. It was all Bullies, and since then it's been the Monsters slowly starting to take over. And oh, look at that sharp angle shot! Just like that, it is a 2-0 ball hockey game off of an absolute rocket. That's Brad Batchelor, who absolutely picked the top corner. A really tough angle there for Fradette to stop. Doing everything right. Square to the puck, down on the one knee, covering his post, hugging the post and everything, and it still found a way into the net. That's just a perfectly placed shot. There's not much more you could say about that one. So it's 2-0 with 2 minutes left to go in the first period. Still 2:49 remaining on the double minor cross-checking penalty to Nicholas. Monsters still have time here to potentially add one more before the end of this frame. Fradette has it, swats it away, back to the point. Dangerous situation now, though. Almost a turnover. There's a shot from a distance, hits a couple bodies. Not cleared yet. Good job by the defender to keep it in. That's Batchelor, who's the goal scorer on the second goal. And now we got another penalty going up against the Beverly Bullies. It'll be 2 for roughing. It'll go to Logan Peterson. So he'll sit for a couple minutes. And once again, a 5-on-3 man advantage coming up for the Toronto Monsters, and they'll elect to call a timeout here as they have a chance to really take control of this game. You're tuning in live from rink number 4 in the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. This is the men's C division, and we'll be back with more ball hockey action shortly in about 20 seconds. we're back, getting ready to finish the first period of this hockey game between the Toronto Monsters and Beverly Bullies. So here's the situation, 2-0 is the score, 1:29 left in the first. Two-man advantage for the Toronto Monsters. Here's a shot, and it'll go wide and hit the corner boards and go back to the point. Again, 5-on-3 man advantage for the Monsters. There's a cross pass. Stopped. Loose. Fredette made sure to stay square to that one. Played back to CC. CC will look down low. And a little bit of trouble getting the ball out of the corner. They keep it in though. Here comes another rocket of a shot, and it's stopped by Fredette. Got to give credit to him, because if it wasn't for him right now, this game might already be out of reach, but it's only a 2-goal game here in period number 1. Face off won by the Bullies. CC will have it now at the point. Waits, takes, it's loose. Fredette was sprawled, but the Bullies were able to clear that out of danger. Still lots of time on the man advantage for the Toronto Monsters. Coming out of that timeout, you can tell they have a strategy. They like using the wicked shot from the point. But it seems so far they're going to have to do better than that to solve Fredette, who has been pretty good considering, even though it is 2-0 for the Monsters, he has been absolutely on for the Bullies. The Monsters have had to work for their goals. Monsters have another chance. They try to center it. It doesn't go. Steele will pick it up, send it to CC. Across. Give and go. There's a shot and fanned on. There's another one, though, in close quarters. And it doesn't go. Time winding down here. Can they get one? Stopped loose, and that will do it. Boy, oh boy, was that ever a close call, but it stays a 2-goal game after 1 period of play. Just over 30 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3 man advantage. And after 1 period of play, the score is 2-0 in favor of the Toronto Monsters. You're tuning in live from rink number 4 inside the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario. Watching the men's C Division ball hockey action. And we'll be back with the second period in moments. right, welcome back. Getting set for second period action here in this ball hockey game. 2-0 is the score for the Toronto Monsters taking on the Beverly Bullies. The Bullies will be down 2 men for the next couple of seconds before we get back to even strength. This is the men's C division, live on rink number 4 inside the Paramount Fine Foods Center in Mississauga, Ontario for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championship. There's a shot on from the point. And Fradette says no dice on that one, as he makes the save to keep this a 2-0 game, as both penalties for the Beverly Bullies are about to expire. 5 seconds left on the initial one and 10 left on the double minor for cross-checking. Face-off won by the Monsters. Out comes the first man out of the box. 5-on-4 now for the next 2 seconds. Now we're back to even strength, and Nicholas will come straight out of the box and back into the play, and now we're at even strength. Monsters will still have control. Fake shot. There's a centering pass in front, and what a job there by Fradette to keep his stick down and not allow himself to get beaten by the 5-hole. And it's still a 2-goal game here in the first 45 seconds of this second period. Face-off won by the Monsters, trying to regain control. They do. They'll send it back to the point. There comes a rocket of a shot, and it'll go wide. That one was teed up. If only that would have been on goal. There comes another chance. There's a shot off a body in front. And that was 2 very good opportunities. Now the Bullies have a chance. There's a centering pass. Martins is down. It's off the bodies. They shoot wide. They won't get that chance. They almost had a chance to get back within 1 here, but they couldn't bury, and now it's still a 2-goal game, but the Bullies are knocking on the Monsters' door, and they want in. Martins was down and out, not in the play whatsoever, on his butt, on his backside. There you go. That's the more PG version. And the Bullies just couldn't bury it, so they remain down by 2, but here they have another chance. Centered in front, there's a stick. Stick caught one of the Bullies players right in the face. That was Spatafora who took it right in the mouth, but there is no call on the play, and he looks to be all right, okay enough to take the face off. As, like I mentioned earlier, the Bullies are knocking on the Monsters' door. This is how the first period started too. Lots of chances for the Bullies, just couldn't bury. And so far it seems like this is kind of the same. There's a shot and it goes wide of the goal. Martins was ready for it though. Bullies still have possession. There's going to be another shot and that'll hit off the glove of Martins. And there will be a penalty here for the Monsters. Kind of makes me laugh how they try to put up an argument for a hold. It's like, no, I'm not holding him. I just have my arm wrapped around his collarbone, ref. Come on now. I'm speaking from a ref's perspective and a player's perspective on this one. They're not going to change their minds. Just saying. Just saying. 2-minute power play coming up for the Beverly Bullies. They came close to scoring early on here in this second frame, and now this could be the opportunity they've been waiting for. They have a chance to get back within 1. Martins has had a shaky start to the second, so we'll have to see here if he's more dialed in or if the Bullies can put one behind him. Bullies win the draw, goes back to the point. Flynn has the ball. Back down low. Centered across, backdoor play, and they had it to perfection, but they could not get the shot off. Aggressive forecheck for the Monsters, who are on the penalty kill. Penny tried to settle that one down. He couldn't, but now it'll keep going down to the Bullies' end. There's a body, and the glass shakes on that one. Leaned all the way back as far as it probably could go without busting open. There's a little tumble on the boards. Hopefully everyone's good. It looks like they are. Both players getting back up, which is nice to see. Bullies having some trouble with ball recovery. Again, the Monsters playing a very aggressive game on the penalty kill with now a minute left on the power play for the Bullies. Bullies aren't done though. They're coming back in. Centering opportunity. Martins dives out of his crease to disrupt that. He did momentarily. Bullies still have it. That's Penny with the pass down low. Up high. This is the chance. Shooting, and he missed over. It's in the net. It's in. The net gets knocked off. It looked like the ball might have gone in prior to it being knocked off, but the ref says no goal, so we'll have a face-off to the left of Martins here. That is as close as it can get, but I wonder if it would have even counted anyways, considering where it might have hit the player. Still a 2-0 game, 46 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Bullies, and they're getting closer. They're getting closer. And Stellato way ahead of the official there on that face-off, so he'll get waved out. But the Monsters will win the draw anyways, but give it right back to the Bullies. Top circle now, trying to walk in, can't get a shot off, and it will be cleared down. 30 seconds left on the man advantage for the Bullies. Grant's got it, trying to find an entry. He does, and now it's a two-man forecheck, but Grant will peel back and let his man take care of business in the corner. Grant goes back up high. They got a screen set in front. Here comes a shot. Martins didn't see that one. 12 seconds now on the man advantage, and that will just about do it. Another great chance for the Bullies to get on the board, but they just couldn't put it past Martins. There's a chance again. Martins shutting the door back to even strength. Pass across. There's a shot blocked by the defender. Great block there. Good battle now along the boards, and it's played back up, and now the Monsters have control. Trying to get it up, but the Bullies do a good job of keeping it in. Nice cross feed. There's a shot coming. Martins down, but it goes over. There's another shot from the sharp angle over the corner. At this point, you'll try anything to just get a goal if you're the Bullies, and they come so close. Bullies are coming right back. They're making a line change, so they have to wait for support. Here's a shot just wide off of Martins and hits off the side of the blocker. That was close too. It's coming. They just got to keep it up, and they could probably get one here in the next couple of minutes. There's a penalty though coming up for the Bullies, and that is not going to help their case. This is like almost deja vu. If you remember how the first period went, if you don't remember how the first period went, well, it went basically like this. It was all Bullies at the start. Bullies get a power play, get a bunch of opportunities, don't score on the power play. Then moments later, keep getting opportunities, and then they take a penalty, and then it was not good from there. The Monsters were able to score two shortly after the Bullies killed off their first penalty of the game. But it's a new period. This isn't the first, this is the second. They have a chance to rewrite the script, if you will. There's a wraparound attempt, and they score! The Monsters capitalize very quickly on their power play opportunity, and that will suck the life out of you if you're the Beverly Bullies. Three to nothing now for the Toronto Monsters, who make quick work of their power play opportunity. So the goal for the Toronto Monsters goes to number 96, Dylan Steele, who was right there to put it in after the failed wraparound attempt initially. And the Bullies, though, not showing any quit in their game whatsoever. After all, a 3-goal game is the worst lead in hockey. And the way they've been playing, they are far from out of this one. If they can just keep on pushing forward and just bury one, they might be able to come back and tie this game up. Ball will be played back into the Monsters' end and controlled by the Monsters. There's a stretch pass that gets tipped. Now here's a chance for the Monsters. They don't have numbers, but they have support. It's back to the Bullies, though, trying to get it up and across, but good defense there from the Monsters' forecheck. A little bit of bodies being thrown around, but no call. Getting a little aggressive there. And number 22 is going to go to the box. This time it'll be Daniel Sandatello, number 22 for the Monsters. This is a dangerous type of situation here for the Monsters. You suck the life out of the Beverly Bullies by scoring a third goal quickly on the power play after they had so many opportunities to come back into this game. And now after they scoring the third goal, they open that door once again for the Bullies to maybe potentially get back into this one. Face-off wasn't properly done, so we'll do it again. Monsters player will get waved out of the circle. Nice face-off win there by the Bullies. Flynn will get it back at the point. Sends it to Penny, who shoots it wide. Now into the left corner. Down low looking for a shot, but the Monsters box is very, very square and tight, not a lot of breathing room. There's a tip in front that almost squeaked by Martins, but instead it'll go back to the corner. Penny though has it. Sends it over to Nicholas. Holds on to it, center in front, tipped. Oh, and he had Martins beat, but it just couldn't quite get through. There's another centering attempt, and it doesn't go, and this time the Monsters will have time to kill off some time off the clock. And they're in, they're onside. Nice pass in front. Poke check attempt and a split save there by Fredette, doing a good job on a shorthanded opportunity there by the Monsters. And now the power play opportunity for the Bullies will be negated as they now take one of their own. It'll be 2 for holding. Dylan Flynn of the Bullies will go sit for 2. And let me tell you, that doesn't really help for a team that's trying to get back into this one. Tough penalty to take. $3-0 game. Toronto Monsters leading it. 7:58 left in the second period. Ball goes back to the point. There's a shot from the hot corner, and it gets denied by Fredette, but here he gets tested again. Does a good job to stay square to his post and deny that opportunity. Monsters, though, still lurking. Cross pass, one-timer shot, stopped by Fredette. He gets across again very fast. Unbelievable how fast he can move, considering there are no skates and he's on his feet. And the ball will get cleared out. Icing will be called here. And teams are arguing, how is that icing? And then the ref has that quick conversation where it's like, hey, look at the scoreboard. It's 4-on-4. And then the player goes, oh, my bad. It's okay, no hard feelings, we get it. Game goes by fast sometimes, you don't catch everything. And in case you're wondering, yes, I do have officiating experience. I've officiated 6 years of ball hockey with the OBHA back in Timmins, Ontario. Started when I was 14 and I was done when I was 20. Don't ask me why I stopped. It wasn't my choice. Just put it this way. Long story short, the league had to be stopped because something really silly happened. Big injury, if you will. And I have 9 years of experience officiating ice hockey. Level 3 official. I think I know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Could be wrong. It's also hard to tell, too, because everybody's judgment and perception of how they see the play sometimes is different, right? So I understand that. There's a shot attempt there from the Monsters, and they're all over the Bullies in this one since the Bullies took their penalty. It's now a 42-second power play for the Monsters. Can they keep the ball in? They will. A nice play, though, but it held up. The forecheck there, rather, was aggressive, and it almost made its way out, and they'll get a lucky bounce off the blade, and that should shave a bit of time off. Martins comes out of his crease to play it. And the Monsters are onside. 10 seconds left now on the man advantage. There's a shot, and it'll just go across the crease as time is about to expire on the Monsters' man advantage. And we are back to 5-on-5 play. Here's a chance in front for the Monsters, but it gets denied. Trying to stretch it up. There's a shot from the point. Loose in front. Diving was one of the defenders, but no harm done. And now here's a foot race. In come the Bullies. No man back, completing a line change. Can they get the high guy? Can they get some support? They find it. They can't get it towards the net. Nice tie up there by the Monsters. Big battle in front as there's a stick tied up in front of the net. There's a screen in front of Martins. A whole lot going on in this sequence. My goodness. 5:23 left to go in the second period. There's the centering pass. Can they get the shot? They do. It's off the crossbar. Man, they cannot buy a goal. It is unreal. Monsters coming back the other way. They got a man centered in front and just out of reach. High-paced action, a lot going on in this last shift, and Fredette will do the smart thing and freeze that to settle things down, as the Bullies still very much in this one. It's a 3-goal lead for the Monsters. Bullies not down and out. Face off one there by the Monsters on a big tie-up. They keep hold of the ball. Cross pass doesn't get there in time, so they'll have to regroup. Trying to go back to the point. It's a 2-on-2, trying to chip it past his man. That was a little bit of a body along the boards. The crowd wanting a call there. In come the Bullies. They're onside. And Martins will freeze that one. And number 12, Ronnie Evenden, We mentioned him earlier, playing with a lot of intensity, a lot of unnecessary intensity there, not much going on in front of the net. And if you're the Monsters, you have the Bullies where you want them. You can't afford to take any penalties and give them any signs of life if you want to win this hockey game. Face-off won by the Bullies, trying to go for a centering attempt. Instead, it'll stay down low to the corner. Now it'll go up high to Bayer, who will have his shot deflected into the Monsters' possession. They work it up and stay onside. Ball played back up. It's a 2-on-2 situation. Whoa, lots of body work there, but can't really fault the Bullies. There's a shot loose in front. And nothing else will come of that. And for those of you watching at home wondering if there should have been a call there on that play, is actually the Bullies player that leaned into the Monster player there and well, got the wrong end of that little rub out. It happens. Sometimes it's, that's hockey. You win some, you lose some. .404 left to go in the second period. 3-0 is the score for the Toronto Monsters. And on comes back the big man, Ronnie Avendin. Can't really miss him out there, but he's got a gold chain. That is, I don't even think baseball players wear chains that are that big. That's insane. I can see it from here. All right, 2-on-2 going the other way. Baines has it. Holds, waits for support, gets it, but doesn't see it in time, and that'll be blocked by Avendin. Now going the other way are the Monsters on a 2-on-1 opportunity. Here they come. There's a pass across. Nice diving stop there by the Beverly Bullies defender. Centered in front. Fradette's on his back. Do we see a Michigan here? Probably not. Monsters in control. There's a shot, and it goes just wide. Played across now, and no numbers still for the Bullies, but they have Penny. Here he goes, fires it on off the top of the shoulder. And talk about a game of inches. It has Martin's beat almost every time, but it just to say catches parts of his body. You have to wonder how much frustration is building for the Beverly Bullies here. I'm frustrated for them. And I'm from Ontario. That says a lot. Northern Ontario, though. So for some of you going, you a Toronto Monsters guy? No. I'm totally impartial. Even if I was from here, you would never be able to tell. Can't be biased. Neutral. Ray Williams taught me that. If you're wondering who the heck is Ray Williams, an old teacher of mine, let's just put it that way. Play gets back underway. The Bullies trying to get across, and they're going to get a power play here on a hold. And again, it's one of those, I saw it, my cameraman saw it, my computer technician saw it. Everybody else here saw it, but for some reason, the player still feels the need to put up an argument. There's trying to work an official, but then there's just like, okay, come on. It's obvious. 2 minutes. Two minutes up on the board. Monsters going back to the penalty kill, and now there's been a timeout called. This time by the Beverly Bullies. You're tuned in live to the Men's C Division action on day 1 of 4 of the 2023 Men's National Ball Hockey Championship. Live from the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario. Rink number 4. I'm Andy Kevino, your play-by-play announcer for this game. You can follow all the actions and results on social media from this tournament. The National Ball Hockey Championships does have a Twitter page, Instagram, all their social medias. You can visit their website. Big face-off win there for the Monsters as they start off their penalty kill on the right foot. Now the Bullies, on the other hand, are going to try to finally get one past Martins, and they might just do that here. Here's a shot. Martins scored to the puck. Rebound loose in front. I said puck. I meant ball. My bad. That's the second time I say that today. There's a shot, and that will be tipped off a foot. Can it stay in, though? Tough break. Oh, look at this. 1-0. It's Cece. He's in. Scores. With the short-handed goal, and it is now a 4-goal lead for the Toronto Monsters, and that one has to hurt. Man, what a tough break this is for the Beverly Hill Bullies. I see a lot of players on the bench, on the floor, shaking their heads going, what's got to give for something here to go our way? And I don't have the answer. I don't know what they can do at this point. This is just bad luck for the Bullies. They haven't played a bad game. They just nothing is going their way. They're getting the power play minutes. They're getting the zone possession. They're getting the shots on net. But yet they're just not getting any goals up on the scoreboard. And then an unfortunate turnover in the neutral zone for a shorthanded opportunity for Andrew Cece to bury. And I mean, listen, comebacks are real, don't get me wrong. But it's getting to the point where you just feel like this game might just be one of those where it doesn't matter what they do, it just might not happen. Now, it's still early. It's day 1 of 4 in this tournament, so a lot can happen. There's a shot that'll go wide. Bullies keep possession of it, though. They're still playing well, still have good ball movement. It's just a matter of all they need is one. I feel like all they need is one. They almost got one there off a deflection off a stick. Martins is down looking for it. Does the one come now, maybe? Take it again. Why not? There it is. Another shot. Hits off of who knows what. That took a lot of bounces. That was like a ball in a pinball machine. Remember those? Yeah, those were fun. There's a shot again. Screen in front. Tipped. Looked over the shoulder. Doesn't go. 1 minute left in the second period. 6 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Monsters. There's another tip opportunity. It won't go. Delayed penalty coming up now, and the Bullies not helping their case here. They're going to take a penalty late in the second period, and at this point, you gotta wonder, you know, is this it in terms of, doesn't matter how much momentum they get, how much they try to throw it on, it just won't go. Very tough. Got to be very frustrating for the Bullies. And although it is frustrating, it does not mean you get to start taking careless penalties. Brennan Murkowski, pardon me. If I mispronounce the names, I apologize. We're doing the best we can here. It is indeed Murkowski in the box, sitting for 4 minutes because it is a stick infraction. 40 seconds left in the second period. 4-0 lead for the Toronto Monsters. There's a shot from the point, and that's right there to shut the door. Back at the point, the blue line, it gets sent back in. 25 left on the clock. Big battle down low in the corner. Gotta be careful here if you're the Bullies. You're already down one, don't want to go down. Oh, there's a slash, and they don't see it. Steele took a nice hack off the shin there and went down briefly. He's up and walking it off. 13 left on the clock. In the second period. Shot back to the point. There's a nice save there from Fredette. Battles through the traffic and gloves it down. 5 seconds left now. Do they have one more chance here? And it'll be cleared down. At this point, if you're the Beverly Bullies, you just wonder, what can you do to get a goal and get on the scoreboard? They've done everything right. They just can't seem to be able to solve Martin. So after 2 minutes, or rather 2 periods of play, 30 minutes of straight ball hockey action, it comes down to one final period for this game, at least. 4-goal lead for the Toronto Monsters over the Beverly Bullies. We'll be back with third period action in the men's C division here at the Paramount Fine Food Center, rink number 4. Live. You're watching the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. Third and final period here from rink number 4 in the Paramount Fine Food Center for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championship. You're watching the men's C division. The Toronto Monsters up against the Beverly Bullies. The Beverly Bullies who are out of Alberta, and the Toronto Monsters, well, it's not hard to figure out where they're from, but it's pretty self-explanatory by their team name. The Monsters have a commanding 4-0 lead here as the third gets underway, and they have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to work with on the power play due to a slashing penalty that was taken by the Bullies. In come the Monsters once again. CC's got it. He had a nice short-handed goal for the Monsters, scoring the 4th one for them. Looking for CC on the back door. Steele is out there as well. Steele and CC like to connect a lot in front of the net. Ball back to the point. Walking in. No shot. Nice reverse pass. Now there might be a shot. No, instead a nice pass down low. That's Steele with it, I believe. There's the shot. Fought through the traffic did Fradette, and now it will be sent out with 1:45 left to go in the power play for the Toronto Monsters. If you're just tuning in now, you might think that it was all Monsters throughout this game, but really you'd be wrong. It's been actually the other way around. The Beverly Bullies have been all over the Toronto Monsters. They just can't buy a goal. They've had chance after chance after chance, countless power play opportunities, and still have that donut up on the board. No, I will not say the S word for the Toronto Monsters. I'm not that guy. And as I have this discussion with you watching at home and my computer technician here next to me, the Toronto Monsters capitalize on their power play opportunity once again and put up goal number 5. Unfortunately for the Beverly Bullies, that means they are now 2 goals away from a mercy rule, which is really tough. You wouldn't think they'd be in this situation if you've watched the entire game. You would think they'd be right there with them, but just can't, like I said, score a goal. And look at that! They get one. And now Toronto Monsters fans watching at home probably don't like me very much right now because I didn't say the S word. Now, hold on though, the officials are having a discussion. They're thinking high stick or that it was kicked in. I believe it was kicked in considering I saw the ref do a kneeing motion. So was it redirected in? At this point, it's also one of those where the only reason why this would matter is because Martins was putting up a donut. Other than that, it doesn't really matter. It's just 1 goal. They still have to get 4 more if it does count. So they're going to have a discussion here. Either way, I'll tell you this. Someone's going to be really mad and someone's going to be really happy with the call at the end of the day. And that's about it. That's all you can say. So we'll wait to see how this discussion turns out. You're watching live from rink number 4, the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario, National Ball Hockey Championships. So we have a ruling. It is indeed a goal. And now the head coach of the Toronto Monsters, rightfully so, would like an explanation. And if you look at the clock, 12:40 left, 4-goal game. I'm just saying, I've been saying this all broadcast, all the Bullies need was 1. Is that what they needed? This will be interesting to see how both teams respond after this call. So we'll wait for the officials to finish their explanations and then we'll get right back underway with some ball hockey action. All right, we have that all sorted out. It's now a 4-goal game. The Beverly Bullies finally get one to go their way. And again, we mentioned how moments ago, how is this what they need to get going. All they needed was maybe one, but it also depends on how both teams respond. And so far, it seems like both teams aren't planning on slowing down. So we're still going to see some really good hockey played here until the 12 minutes and 12 seconds wind down on the clock. Play stays onside. It now gets out. Bullies will recover. And that'll be played right in. And there's the big man, Venden, making his presence felt once again. I don't know why I would not step in front of that guy. He just looks scary. He looks like he's, I'd say 6'3" from up here. You can't miss him. And he's been very involved and probably been one of the most solid defensemen for the Monsters so far this game. But again, does a really good job at clearing the traffic in front. And I mean, I'm not surprised. So the clock will be held for a couple seconds because it ran a little bit extra. Oh, never mind. It'll start right now. And the lone goal so far for the Bullies goes to number 91. That's Brady Penny. Here comes a shot on Martins. Loose in front. Can't quite get to it. Now it's out. A non-man rush. Oh, batted out in midair. What a play. That was unbelievable. Now it's kept in. Can the Bullies capitalize on this opportunity? There's a shot out of, oh, it almost goes in. Centering in front, and it goes wide to the corner. Bullies are swarming. There's a shot attempt on Martins, and it will not go. It'll go to the Monsters. You got to clear it, though. They do. Now it's a foot race for the ball. Played back up, and now the Monsters caught on a bad change. They stay onside. Good job there by Penny to hold his ground on that bump. Now it goes to Grant. Grant's going to shoot it, and it'll go just wide, almost. The Bullies not going away. They will keep playing until the final buzzer, which you'd love to see from that kind of group. This is a group that looks like they have the potential to go very far in this tournament. Remember the Beverly Bullies from Alberta. Do not sleep on that team in this tournament. Monsters now back up with the ball. Got to stay onside here. They will. Played across. Big shot. And I just heard a fan screaming, that's a field goal. And yeah, that sounds about right to me. Way off the mark there. Nowhere close to a goal. So faceoff will come back outside. Face-off won there and moved forward by the Bullies. 5-1 is the score for the Toronto Monsters. The scoreboard might say it's been all Monsters, but really if you've been watching this game from the get-go, it has not. The Bullies have had their fair share of chances and opportunities, just couldn't score a goal, and they finally got one though in this period. After a lengthy discussion with the officials, it was deemed a goal. Now here comes Cece with a shot, and that looks like it hits off the noggin of Fredette. Now the Bullies will have possession again, working their way up the floor. It's a 2-on-2 coming down the other way. There's a shot tipped off of a Monsters player, and it'll go down to the corner. And the ball will find its way onto the Monsters bench, and the face-off will take place on the left side of Martins with 8:53 left to go in the third period. Division C men's ball hockey action here live from the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario. Here for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. Ball is finally dropped. Not out yet. Bullies still applying pressure. Now it's down low, and look out. Here comes the big man throwing his body around. That's Evenden right there, swinging his stick around, taking whoever that is for a ride. I believe that was Nicholas, but he handled that quite well. Player tripped up down the middle. Evenden seemed to have like his foot on him there, but does not get out just yet. They'll actually send it back into their own end. And now the Monsters will slow the pace down here, and Evenden back with it. Cross to his partner. Played up, and it stays onside with a pass. Here comes Steele. Nice shot, but it's stopped by Fred. Another chance, and that's steered down to the corner. Steele was all alone, point blank on Fredette, and he was stopped, and there's a shot that goes way wide. And it'll be sent right back in by Evenden. Now it's centered in front, and now it's a 3-on-3 the other way, but the Bullies a little tired, and now Evenden with the ball trying to maneuver his way through the neutral zone, and he won't be able to do that. Battle up along the boards. You wonder if there might have been a call there. Still nothing on the play. King's on his man. There's a shot. Rebound on Martins. Martins, where is it? How does that stay out, and how the heck is there no penalty on that play? Man, you'd think there'd be a cross-check there or something on Evenden, as he clearly attempted to shove his man into the post. Actually, maybe through the post. But he didn't. No call on the play. 7:20 left in this third and final period. 5-1 lead for the Toronto Monsters here against the Beverly Bullies. Bullies are out of the Ball Hockey Edmonton League. It's loose in front. There's a cross-check in front, no call, and the Bullies score. They get on the board, and now it's a 3-goal game with 7:13 left to go, and the Monsters getting a little mad, get a little angry. Everyone's going to have to keep their cools here, because this is the long term, it's only day one. But the Bullies grind away, and put another one past Martins. It is now a 3-goal game with 7:13 left to go. And now the Monsters will call a timeout. This is interesting. There's still a lot of time left in this game for the Bullies to potentially tie this one up. It's still a big mountain to climb, but it can be done. I've seen it done already today. I've seen a team down by 3 goals and come back and tie a game up. So it is definitely doable. What a story that would be if they would have come back down 5. This is the men's C division, live from the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario. 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships, and ladies and gentlemen, we've got a game. And we're back underway, and the goal for the Beverly Bullies goes to number 18, Andrew Napora. And just like that, the Bullies going right back the other way, trying to get another pass. Martins with 6:55 left to go. And what has now become a possible situation for a comeback here. It's one of those two where you can kind of feel it because the clock has felt like it has moved very slowly this period. And when the clock moves slowly, that's usually a good thing, at least for one of the teams out on the floor. Ball played up now to the neutral zone. They just to say stay onside. Now it's cut in front. Is there a goal coming? Oh, kick saved by Martins. He's sprawled down. It's loose. And it somehow digs through all that traffic and finds it and keeps that out. But the Bullies are coming. You have to wonder if that one goes in, then what? Big face-off win there for the Monsters. They have the opportunity to clear now with just a little over 6 minutes left. Grant gets the ball along the end boards. Sends it across, picked right back up though by the Monsters. They stay onside and Fredette will come out and play the ball into the corner. Didn't like what he saw there. Nice move there up along the boards to get the ball up and out. And they're onside, 3-on-3 going the other way. Big battle down in the corner, line change, look out, watch behind you, there's a back checker and good play there by the Monsters. They're onside 2-on-1. Can they put this one into the net? No! Great stick play there by the Beverly Bullies defense. Now they have numbers. 2-on-1 going the other way. Stay onside. They do. Back check coming though. There's a cross-ice feed and it can't get there on time and now it'll be back behind the Monsters net. The Bullies are making a push with 5:20 left to go in the third period. Sent way up the floor, but right on to CC Stick. Makes a nice move through the legs. Shoots! Scores! Andrew CC with yet another goal and a very important one for the Toronto Monsters as it seemed like the Bullies were coming and trying to mount a comeback. The Monsters can now breathe a little easier. So after a big goal by the Toronto Monsters via Andrew Ceci, it is back to a 4-goal game with under 5 minutes to go in the third and final frame, but the Bullies still not done yet. They will go until the final buzzer, and they've made that very clear as this game went along. Icing waved off because it was tipped up in the neutral zone. An attempt to send it around the boards doesn't go, but not enough pressure there by the Monsters, so the Bullies will be able to recover. But there's enough pressure, a turnover. And a mad scramble, we got a player down. And we got a game misconduct here. Going to Flynn from the Beverly Bullies. And this game quickly here getting out of hand. Evenden and the Bullies not happy with the officiating, and there's a misconduct handed out to Flynn. And the officials here trying to keep this game under control, and Avendon has also been sent the gate, so 2 game misconducts handed out. Flynn is gone for the Bullies, and the big man Avendon also gone from the game as well for the Toronto Monsters. And we'll sort this out, see what's gonna happen here in terms of penalties. If you thought the discussion was lengthy for that goal, that the first goal that the Beverly Bullies scored, this discussion might be a little longer. Okay, so no call. So there were calls on the play. There were no calls on the initial whistle. Just 2 game misconducts that came out of that. So Avendon and Flynn. Avendon from the Toronto Monsters and Flynn from the Beverly Bullies both have been handed misconducts. Now whether they're game misconducts or just misconducts is what we'll have to wait and hear from the official announcement. If it is just a misconduct, it is for the remainder of the game. If it's a game misconduct, there might be a suspension involved. As we wait here for the official announcement. Face-off win there from the Beverly Bullies. I almost said Beverly Hills, but they are wearing their colors. Now here's a chance for the Bullies, and great defensive play there from the Monsters. But the Bullies are still swarming. Can they center it? They do, but it goes to the Monsters player. The Monsters will try to run their way out. Oh, there's a big hit, and that's going to draw some reaction. Heads up, turn around. If you're heads up. And there's a little bit of a tussle there. Oh, you knew the hit was going to be called. And they went after him anyways. And now things are getting a little hot over here. Two game, 3:45 left in the third period. Day 1 of the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships, live from Mississauga, Ontario, inside the Paramount Fine Foods Center, and this game can officially be labeled a gong show. This game was also a very good, fun, entertaining game for the first 2 periods. I might even say the first 5 minutes of this third period. And I'm not saying this is on the officials either. I thought they've actually been doing a pretty decent job. I'd give them a 6.5, 7 out of 10 if I had to rate the game they've called, because they have managed to, keep things somewhat in control up until this point. So now a 5-minute major has been handed out to the Beverly Bullies. I don't remember who laid the hit, so I can't tell you who the player was. A double minor is up on the board for the Monsters, which I'm a little surprised because, well, I guess it wasn't a major, even though he did throw the player to the ground. So we'll get things sorted out here. I think it's just a matter of explaining and figuring out exactly who's going into the box and who's serving what penalty. And we'll get that sorted out and try to get this back underway shortly. Alright, and we're all set now. Let's see if we can go the next 3 minutes and 40 seconds without any other incidences. This game went from the highly skilled and fast-paced game to, I don't want to say slugfest, but pretty close. Let's put it this way, there's a 5-minute major up on the board, a double minor for, I believe, which is head contact. 2 game misconducts have been handed out. And it's only day 1. It's only day 1. It's crazy. Don't you just love hockey? I love this sport. So 4-on-4 action to finish this game up. And there's a couple of chit-chats going on in the box as well. I'm not sure they're asking for each other's phone numbers, if I had to guess. You're tuned into the Men's C Division 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. We are inside the Paramount Fine Food Center, and there's going to be another penalty on the play, and it's going to go against the Toronto Monsters. And considering how the officials have been calling it, I wonder if they'll hand them a misconduct. Well, they're going to call 2 minutes for roughing. Again, I don't know how they argue the call. Like, I mean, you have your hand on top of the guy's head, sitting on him, basically like, putting your full back into it. But yet, you don't understand how it's a penalty. Explain that to me. Like, how did you make it here if you don't understand how that's a penalty? I don't get it. I'll tell you how they made it here, though. They beat a lot of teams, played a lot of really good hockey, and won their way into this tournament. So that's how they made it here. I know how they made it here. I'm just saying. It just blows my mind sometimes, and that might be the official in me, coming out a little bit and just get a little heated with the players' reactions, but it's okay. 2 minutes left on the clock. Lots of penalties up on the board. There's a big shot from the point, and it'll be cleared down. Right now it's a 4-on-3 for the next 15 seconds. And at this point, if you're both teams, you're just trying to really get through the final minute and a half of this game without anything else happening. Like, I would just burn the time at this point, just kill the clock, not try to do too much. There's a shot that'll be stopped by Martins, who seemed like he was going to be on pace for a shutout earlier, but that was negated by a goal. And there you go, there's Spadafora just looking at the clock, trying to kill the rest of the time. There's a shot on Martins, goes wide. Battle down low in the corner, 57 seconds left on the clock. Center back in front, and that'll be cleared down. .33 seconds left. Time winding down. It'll be a 6-2 win. Could be 6-3 if the Bullies can get one here. And it will indeed be a 6-2 win for the Toronto Monsters over the Beverly Bullies. Somewhat of a heartbreaker if you're a Bullies fan, because the Bullies were in this game from the get-go, just couldn't score goals, couldn't finish. And after a couple of scraps and scuffles, this game will end with no further incidences. 6-2 the final score for the Toronto Monsters as they take this one. More National Ball Hockey Championship action coming up after a small break. We are live from rink number 4 inside the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario. That's all for me from this rink. I'm Annie Kevion. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, more National Ball Hockey Championship action in a few moments.